Coulson, I don't think, has revealed to the Avengers that he is back in action. Will we see that dealt with next season, possibly?
I don't know. I certainly would love that. The Avengers don't know that Coulson's alive. He certainly, when Lady Sif showed up, he asked her not to tell Thor because he wanted to tell Thor himself. It's a big moment. And as director of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's going to be in some ways more difficult to keep that secret from them. I don't have, even Director Coulson doesn't have the security clearance to know when and how that will be revealed and whether it will be on our television show, a different television show, a film, a radio play, I don't know.
Maybe a poem.
A Broadway musical. Fantastic.
The Coulson reveal in a musical. I'd sign up to see it. So I'd like to ask you, you were feeling not so hot on Coulson towards the end of the season.
No. I'm always hot on Coulson.
Well, that's understandable. But maybe he wasn't your favorite person for a little while.
Yeah.
So you had to jump back into action. How's May feeling about him these days?
Well, I think May had known from the very get-go what her assignment was because Director Fury had assigned her to watch over him. And I think they share such a history that her ultimate goal in her job is to make sure that he's going to be okay. And if not, I get to put him down. It's just an order I have to follow.
What are friends for?
I know what are friends for.
You're going to pull my plug.
With friends like May, you don't need enemies, really.
Okay. So I'm going to address the obvious question. I'm going to do it. Ward.
Yes.
He's around. Somehow, I feel like we'll see him again. Would you, if he comes back, would you forgive him? Is it over? Is it all done?
I think it would take some time because he's a cold-blooded murderer. But I do think in the end, I think he's a good guy. I think Skye and Ward definitely should be together in the end. I ship it just like all the other fans do. Skye, Ward, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I'd just like to say that I'm not a cold-blooded killer. I have warm blood and a warm heart.
It's cold.
Somewhere deep down in there. And I've made some questionable choices along the way. But, I think, who is Grant Ward? I think that's the question that Season 2 is going to answer. And I certainly want some answers, and I'm working on the show. So I would love to see that storyline develop, and I think we're going to see that.
So I feel like last season, Fitz and Simmons, I like to say, anyway, they both kind of got out in the world and got out of the lab, and I feel like maybe aren't as naive anymore. How do you think they changed?
I think that's definitely true. They experience things that they never thought that they would, and they put their lives on the line and had to decide whether that this organization, the thing that they were fighting for, was worth it. And they both decided that it was, and they stuck around. But I don't think either of them were expecting what was to come. When we decided to sign up to join Coulson's team, it was like, oh, this will be fun and a good way to get out of the lab, but it turned into something that was much greater than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like you guys came up with some really neat inventions to help. Like, you made great contributions to the team. Will we see more of that in Season 2? Clearly not so much from you, possibly, but...
He's the invention.
But I know you have to get better just for that.
Yeah, it depends. We don't sort of, so much stuff happened at the end of Season 1 that just don't know, where the state of everything is. So, we just have to kind of wait and see, I suppose. I have no idea what we can say and can't say, but I don't mean to be so cryptic. But yeah, no, there's definitely going to be, but I'm sure, but there's going to be a lot of the things that people were such big fans of. They were from the first series, like things like the gadgets and the big set pieces and the special effects and things like that. Hopefully they'll all be coming back bigger and better and things.